Let's start again. Is it just that day? It's Tuesday, huh? I see Christine. Christine, take it away.
Hi, can you hear me, Brenda? Can everyone hear me? If I can see you, I can see Mary and Tony. Can you guys hear me? Perfect. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Mary. Hi, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. My name's Christine Tully from the City of Irvine and the Irvine Police Department, one of your conference co-chairs this year. Welcome to our sneak peek webinar number 2. We're very, very, very excited to host this year's national conference in Irvine, California. We've got a pretty good webinar today, a really good overview just to give everybody an idea of what to expect when you're here. If you haven't registered before, hopefully to incentivize you to register to be an attendee at our conference. We're really excited to have you here. And I just wanted to introduce myself as one of the conference chairs with Brenda Emmerich and also with Denise School. Both of us, all three of us are in Southern California. So Brenda, back to you. Welcome, everyone.
Fantastic. All right, let's go. The agenda for today's meeting, and we are recording so that we can share this with other folks across the country. We're again excited that you're here. Give me a thumbs up if you are coming to the conference. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see some of those. Oh, Natalia, I see your heart. Oh, I love it, George, Michael, Irene, Evelyn, I see you, Christine, Christopher. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. I'm just going to kind of scroll. Cliff, thank you so much. Talon, thank you so much. George, I appreciate that. Don, I see it. All right. Joyce, Tina, I'm looking. All right. Candy, I'm just kind of going through the list. Thank you, Gary. Love it, love it, love it, love it. And for those of you that have not made that decision, we're hoping today is going to be one of those days that takes you to that next step. So totally appreciate you being here and being a part of the National CERT Association. So we're going to do a little bit on the conference today, a little bit more on the conference registration. So some of the updates that we have, the agenda is coming together. I'm so excited about that. Some fun stuff and some outstanding special events. So super excited to kind of share all of those dynamics with you. All right, let's see what the next slide holds for us. Very good. Christine, go ahead.
Thank you, Brenda. All right, so our conference is going to be at the Hyatt Regency Irvine. It's very close to John Wayne Airport if you're flying in, just a couple miles away, about 5 minutes. We have a contracted hotel rate if anybody is staying over at our hotel. Once you register, you can get a link to book your sleeping rooms at 191 a night. So we were able to contract that, which is a nice discount. It's a beautiful hotel. They've recently undergone a multi-million dollar renovation, and we're one of the first groups to be able to use their meeting space, their newly renovated meeting space. So it's just lovely. It feels like a little resort in the middle of a city. Our pre-conference is August 24, 25, and 26, which is a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If you're planning to take any of the pre-conference classes, they're all 8-hour sessions. And those are the first 3 days of the conference. Main conference begins August 27th, which is a Thursday. It'll last all day Friday and half of a day on Saturday, the 29th. All right, Miss Denise School from City of Chino Police Department is going to go over the registration for you.
Hey everyone, I'm also tasked with controlling the Zoom today, so please bear with me. Conference registration. So for those of you who have not registered for the conference, there are several different rates that we offer. So for our NCA members, everyone receives a discount. And then for our CERT volunteers, they also receive, an additional discount because you are donating a lot of your time and services and typically are paying your own way to be able to attend the conference. And so there are different rates. Early bird rates expired in beginning of May. So these are the current rates and will be the rates up until the date of the conference. So just wanted to highlight the different rates that we have for a CERT volunteer versus a staff. If you are not a member of the NCA, not only do you have to pay higher prices, but not allowed to actually attend pre-conference training. So that's another incentive that if you have not joined the NCA to join. Our NCA annual dues are $27.95. That's $25 membership fee plus our service charges. So pretty straightforward and reasonable when it comes to cost. Another thing to point out in regards to registration, our website was having some challenges, and so we had to disable the group registration feature for registration. So if you are planning on registering a large group of people, please reach out to me at marketing@national.org so I can work through some of those issues there. Otherwise, you can always register everyone individually, person by person. So if there are any questions, we can obviously answer those at a later date or just type them in the chat. And that's it for me, I believe. Oh, actually, I take that back. I have one other slide. So what's included in your registration? Meals. So it's important for us to let you what we will be feeding you guys. So each day, there's a box lunch included every day of pre-conference and main conference. We have a plated lunch on Friday. Saturday, you're only going till half day, so we are not providing lunch for that. Also included in your registration fees are some conference swag. It is the 40th anniversary of the CERT program, and we want to celebrate that by giving you fun stuff to show off. So a t-shirt, a commemorative coin, a tote bag, and a CERT ID holder. And I believe that is it for me now. Turn it over to Brenda.
Thanks, Denise. And Denise, appreciate everything that you're putting in behind the scenes when it comes to our registration and our connection to membership. Because without you, we wouldn't be doing this. That is for sure. So thank you so much for your extra help. All right. So our pre-conference training, boy, are we filling up quickly. So if you have not decided to do a pre-conference training, please, please, please make that registration and get it done in the next couple of days. The Advanced Program Manager Workshop, that's a really unique version of the program. Kate Deneen, who's here on the call with us, along with Teresa Greenhall, they're going to be promoting this class. And this is a 2-year registration two-year program manager backup. This is where we really get into the bigger picture of what being a program manager for CERT actually is. The CERT Train the Trainer has about 12 spots left. We're still waiting on some documentation for some folks, so we're going to open that to 12. Our CERT program managers probably got about another 12 spots as well. And again, those classes require pre-registration. They require a basic CERT class from the 2019 curriculum and a sponsoring agency. So you have to have that sponsoring agency to attend those 2 classes. And those classes are actually sponsored by the National Disaster Emergency Management University, so the Emergency Management Institute, and we're bringing in staff to be able to train those. We do have a full 2-year certification course we're hosting on Monday, CPR, AED, and First Aid. So if you need that certification and you're not going to do those 3-day trainings, this is a great class for you on that Monday. We are bringing in the team from Utah. Utah's coming in, and they are going to be talking about the hybrid CERT program and the Train the Trainer specific to delivering hybrid CERT. So you have to have a Train the Trainer under your belt already in order to take this class, but this is really specific to how to deliver the hybrid program, which is part online, part in person. So that is a fantastic 1-day class. Listos, which is the readiness program that we have out here in California, it is open to only California residents, California participants, and there'll be a Train the Trainer in both English and Spanish. And the delivery of that is being hosted by our Fire Services Training Institute team. Shelter Fundamentals, the American Red Cross is bringing this course to us, and I'm so excited. This is a shortened 4-hour class on Monday, and the team from the local Red Cross will be delivering that. TEACS is offering their wide area search class. This is an outdoor connection to, being part of a search program, but it is inside because it is summertime. But we'll have some outside stuff to do as well. But TEACS is coming. We're so excited. It's a 3-day class. There are a few openings left in that program as well, but it is a truly hands-on. You got to get in the weeds. Well, not necessarily. There's no weeds in Irvine. No weeds. But you aren't going to find any at that hotel either. But we're excited about everybody having a chance to do this course. Coming to us from Texas. Volunteer and donations management. Boy, this is another fantastic class. We probably have, at least 7 states represented. So we're excited to bring in our Cal OES team, our California Office of Emergency Services. They are bringing in staff to teach this class. It's a 2-day class. You have to be at both in order to sign up for that, so that we have a consistency with that. And that's happening on I believe it's Tuesday and Wednesday. The last class that we are offering in as part of this the pre-conference training is open to everyone but California participants. The CERT Instructional Leadership and Development course is really designed for folks who are going to train other trainers, and that is specific to the Train the Trainer curriculum and the Program Manager curriculum. There's a number of prerequisites and requirements, sign-offs that have to be undertaken in order to get into this class. It's a very limited enrollment, but if you're a state rep and you're looking for a way to bring Train the Trainer and bring Program Manager instructor training back to your organization, this is the class that the National CERT Association has put together. California will offer its own version, so those of you that are here in California, we've got an invitation only that will be going out this fall and early winter, and letting everybody know a little bit more about that. And that's kind of what we're going to be doing for that pre-conference. 3 full days of exciting, unique opportunities for people to learn more and to bring more back to their individual programs. All right, next slide.
Brenda, we just had one question
Oh.
about repeating information about hybrid CERT. Irene had a
Okay,
question.
perfect. The hybrid CERT Train the Trainer is not a Train the Trainer for CERT. It is a Train the Trainer for the hybrid program that is delivered out of the University of Utah School of Medicine. So it's a 1-day course. You must already have completed a CERT, a 3-day Train the Trainer, in order to take that course. You can't teach a course if you've never delivered been part of a Train the Trainer. So hybrid is specifically how to deliver that program, but you already have to have that CERT background. Hopefully that answered. All right. Awesome. All right. Oh my goodness. Are you so excited to know more about what's happening? We have posted out on our website all of these amazing courses that we are going to be presenting. 75-minute sessions, jam-packed with great stuff. So we decided this year, as part of this conference in California, to really deliver on requests from many, many other conferences about really specific classes for the new program manager. If you're brand new, you picked the shortest straw, you haven't been doing this for a very long time, and somebody said, go learn more, head into that new program manager track. So you'll be able to select classes from that track, but you're open to all the other tracks. And that's true of everything that you see in front of you. We have those folks that have been around for a little while. And so the advanced program manager track was really designed to kind of give the opportunity for folks that took maybe that class in pre-conference, but here's the extension. We're bringing in folks from all over the country that have been doing this for a long time. And so maybe you want to expand your program and extend out what its capabilities are. The team that we're bringing together for that advanced program manager class is coming to the conference. So I'm excited to invite them. As far as our hands-on activities, we have got this amazing location inside the property, the hotel proper, that is a giant room that we are, and it's near grass, but it's pretend grass because it is California. It's pretend grass outside of this huge facility. And this track is nothing but hands-on activities, not the repeat of everything that we do in basic CERT, but anything that you would ever want to create or play or, increase your opportunities for exercises and experiences, you're going to find it in that hands-on activities track. One of the newest tracks and one of the most creative ways that we can continue to improve our communities and improve upon that resilience is to take a look at what's going on across the country with this resilience and innovation track. And the idea is that you've completed basic CERT and you want to do more. Your community wants to do more. So our guest speakers, as part of community resilience and innovation, will bring together all kinds of really fantastic, great ideas to take back to your local jurisdiction. On Thursday, Friday, we'll be offering a full day of campus related CERT program information on that campus track. So if you have been doing it, if you want to do it, whether you're youth or you're not necessarily just teen, but with our campus program, is how to deliver CERT on a school campus, whether it be college or university or middle school. Our campus team is going to bring together a full day of Friday training specific to campus training. On Thursday, our workplace track is bringing together partners who are doing CERT in the workplace. So, workplace CERT and how they are taking the national curriculum and building upon the capabilities of their local employees and how that they interrelate with the community around them. So, we're excited to bring together the workplace track. If you are working with multicultural, multilingual, all kinds of different folks that are inside your communities and they need more, here's an opportunity in our multicultural track to learn more about how to reach an audience. And we know that we've got Mandarin Train the Trainer, we have Spanish Train the Trainer, as well as Spanish Program Manager as part of pre-conference. But in this multicultural track, we'll bring together all of those connections to communities that we might be able to share with you to take back home and really build upon the preparedness and the connection to the communities that maybe aren't speaking English as their first language. So here we go with that. You can see the speakers and you can find out a little bit more about them on our website. We'll eventually link up to our app that we'll be using, our Hoover app, later and more towards the July timeframe. We'll open that up and let everybody get involved. But we've got a plethora of great stuff that we are bringing to you as part of the National CERT Conference. 40 years, stronger communities start here. Thanks, everybody.
And to continue that excitement, our Thursday and Friday plenary sessions will be where everyone comes together in the grand ballroom. So you'll start your day on Thursday for main conference and a session in the morning. You'll have two of those before you get to lunch. We'll feed you a beautiful plated lunch inside the grand ballroom on Thursday, and we have a wonderful program planned. It's actually 90 minutes to get, no, 3 hours together. So, yes, 3 hours together from 12 to 3, and we'll have a lunch. We'll have a presentation honoring our 40th anniversary of CERT beginning in Los Angeles City. The fire department will be coming and they're going to be part of that, give just a beautiful overview of their program, how it began. Frank Borden was the originator, the gentleman from LA City Fire who started CERT 40 years ago. And he has a colleague that worked with him who's kind of going to come out of retirement for just one day and speak with us, which is really special. We'll also have a wonderful facilitator. His name is Mr. Scott Winter, who's going to also talk about the next 40 years of CERT and have a wonderful activity in small groups and as a large group. It starts with us, the next 40 years of CERT. So we're really just going to have a beautiful plenary session on Thursday together. And then for the last part of the day, you'll have one more breakout session. On Friday, that's our second lunch that we have together in the Grand Ballroom. It'll be an awards ceremony honoring everybody who received their award. We've closed nominations. Those have ended. The review committee is actively reviewing almost 100 nominations right now in 5 categories. I'll just share them out, though. Just know that all of the nominations have already been submitted and the review committee is live CERT Volunteer of the Year, CERT Program Manager of the Year, CERT Team in Action, CERT Multicultural Award, and the CERT Community Outreach Program. So those will be honored on Friday at lunch, and then we'll also have a general membership meeting. But it'll be pretty special. I'm looking forward to that. I believe this is Miss Denise.
Okay, so when it comes to social networking, outside of all the fun learning that we will be doing throughout our days at the conference, we do want the opportunity for everybody to connect, network, so that the things that you experience at the conference extend out and beyond your time here in Irvine. So some of the things we have planned for you include a CERT bingo. That's like a CERT human bingo card that Esther Martinez from the city of Redlands, she's on our committee. She's been working on that. Not only is she developing that CERT bingo for all of us to network and get to know each other, she's also working on securing some fun raffle prizes. So that be sure to participate with that. In addition to that, we'll be providing a list of fun things to do in Orange County. So if you're not from the area and you're looking for somewhere to go do, meet up with some other CERT conference attendees and, trying to figure out where you want to go for dinner, we'll have that available to you. Most likely both of those things will provide at registration. And then on Thursday, we want to highlight that we're doing a welcome reception party like it's 1986. It's a trend that we like to use time and time again. So, CERT was born in the 80s, so was I. So let's party like it's 1986. Feel free to come in any themed attire, and we'll provide more information about that welcome reception as the date approaches. In addition to that, we're working on providing a commemorative coin and patch exchange. So if you have CERT coins from either your program or maybe your sponsoring agency that you'd like to exchange with others, same thing with patches. And I want to get this clarification from Esther, but I think stickers are also allowed as well. You're welcome to be able to bring those to the conference, and we'll set up a period of time where you can exchange them with each other. And then Thursday through Friday, we will have a hospitality suite up on I believe it's called the Starlight Lounge up on the 12th floor. An opportunity for you to just hang out, meet somebody, and get a chance to maybe make dinner plans or what have you. So we will have more information on that as well as time approaches. All right. Christine, is that you?
Yes. Thank you, Denise. So our special events on Saturday, this is pretty special. We're going to have 4 field trips planned. We have the Newport Beach Fire Department, which is just 10 minutes away at the ocean, who's going to do a wonderful overview of their lifeguard station tour and a demonstration, and just give everyone an idea of how Newport Beach Lifeguard, the city, just provides their services. It's a really special opportunity. And we'll also have an additional field trip at the Disneyland Resort Emergency Operations Center, behind the scenes sneak peek for just understanding how they handle and manage safety and security for their resort, and then also how they do their workplace CERT program through Disney. We'll have an Orange County Sheriff's Department Loma Ridge Emergency Operations Center tour, which is just outside the city of Irvine. So it's really just a 10-minute drive up the hill. It's a beautiful view of Orange County, and we'll get a sneak peek at how they do their EOC operations for the County of Orange. This next and last one is tentative, though it's very likely. I just can't say that it's confirmed just yet. But John Wayne Airport, which is just a few minutes from the Hyatt Regency Irvine, is also working on an EOC and airfield tour, as well as a fire station, which is located on the airport grounds, and then an airfield tour. That's going to be super special. We're very, very pleased to partner with John Wayne Airport in this tour offering as well. Loma Ridge, the county, Disneyland, and the city of Newport Beach. Those will be field trips that we'll have to offer attendees. Lastly, on Saturday evening at 7 p.m., the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim will have a Major League Baseball game versus the Philadelphia Phillies. We are securing those seats right now. We will have the lower field MVP, which is just over home plate in the 400 section. It's a fantastic view. As we secure that contract and secure those tickets, we will advertise to everyone who's an attendee so you can buy your ticket for you and a guest if you choose. Those will be an additional cost, but it'll be fairly inexpensive, and we'll also have transportation included to the Angels game as well as to all of the field trips. We're working diligently for that to be a bus transportation, just for ease of getting there. And a lot of these are behind the scenes too, so that's what we'll do. All right, thank you for letting me speak to the special events on Saturday.
All right. And more information about the special events in terms of how you enroll and get in access to that will be sent out later. We have been capturing people's interests on our registration form, and we'll make sure to, again, reach out to everybody once we have all of that stuff finalized and how you actually enroll, because we know that there are limited spots. There's about 50 spots for each field trip option. So with that, transition to the next topic. So apparel, just wanted to make the announcement. If you have been on the general membership meeting, you have heard this already, but we will have a pop-up store at the National CERT Conference. So we won't actually be selling merchandise there where you will be able to pick up, or I mean, purchase on the spot. However, we will have an online store for you to view the merchandise beforehand. And if you purchase it before a certain date, the merchandise will be available for pickup at the National CERT Conference. If for some reason you're a little on the fence and you want to see the product in person, we'll have a booth that has some of that merchandise for you to look. And up until a certain date to be determined, you'll be able to then place those orders and then have it shipped to your house. So yes, there will be samples of the merchandise there. And you'll be able to see it. It probably won't have in every size or every color. I'm still working with the company to work out the logistics of that. But we are looking to have both NCA merchandise as well as the National CERT logo, the FEMA logo that we are all looking at. Um, they they will be available on hats and polos and jackets. We know that from past meetings and talking with our members that they're looking for, CERT instructor and CERT program manager apparel to be able to wear when they're instructing, or just an NCA member. You want to show off that you're part of the National CERT Association. I know I wear my jacket almost on a daily basis. So you'll be able to purchase those. The prices, Lynn, do vary. So each item, we try to choose things that were affordable but of quality. I don't know the prices off the top of my head, but when the store opens, we'll send an email out to everybody so you're able to look at the costs. I will say with some of the sizing, please make sure that you look at the sizing. They're not vanity sizing, so just make sure you measure the look at the size chart and measure appropriately so you order the correct size, because there will not be any refunds. So I believe that is it on merchandise. All right, Brenda.
Awesome. All right, everybody. So we didn't ask at our last big meeting, our general membership meeting a couple weeks ago, but those of you that have not sent 3 pictures, not 12, not 15, 3 pictures, at least a team photo and maybe 2 team action photos that we could use during the conference. You have to have permission in order for us to be able to use them. So make sure that you send pictures that we are allowed to show in a global environment. And you're going to send those 3 pictures, and just 3 pictures, please, to certconference@nationalcert.org. And then we'll be putting together kind of a photo show that we can see throughout the hotel. All right. That's what I've got for that. Please do that. And that allows us to add to some, the conference component. We're really excited about that. Thomas, there's no airport shuttle that will be coming on based on our opportunity. I don't believe the Hyatt has one for us to use. So it's a short trip if you're using other kinds of transportation, so your Uber or Lyft, but we do not have the ability to do that at this time. And I don't know that we'll be able to do that without charging for it. All right. Yeah, Joyce, thank you for that. If you've got a most current picture, a current picture of all your instructors, maybe you just did a community event or an end of the year event or a barbecue, just give us a great photo that we can share about your organization, and then we can add that to what's going on. And so, Laura, that the pictures are going to go to CERT conference at nationalcert.org. CERT conference at nationalcert.org. Thank you for putting that in, Denise. All right. What else can we answer for our group here? I mean, coming up on 70 people. This is exciting. Okay, Thomas is working on his budget. All right, I appreciate that. It's not very far, but it isn't, I wouldn't say it would be a walking location. Not super far to get there. But you can certainly get there, with an inexpensive ride.
So in regards to Hoover, that may be also something, I know that one of the categories that when we launch the Hoover app and make it available to all of you, people can start to communicate with one another virtually. And if you are having a flight that's landing around the same time as somebody else, maybe you can carpool together. If somebody's renting a car or want to share a ride share, you can definitely do that. Definitely too far to walk from Texas. Definitely get that. The Hoover app will be made available between a month to 2 weeks prior to the conference. Really trying to get the bulk of everyone who's going to register for the conference all set up, so we do one upload into that. If you've used a conference app before, or if you're familiar with Hoover, it is an app that you can download to your phone. You also can have it on your computer to have access. It will post the agenda for each day, so you'll be able to look in at all of the conference offerings that we have currently posted on the website. You can choose sessions that you'd like to attend, as well as ask questions of the presenters, and fill out a post-conference survey. So we're all working on a lot of those details. Like I said, they will come out a little bit closer to the conference. But if there are any questions or things that you have in the meantime, the CERT conference at nationalcert.org email is a good first start. And yeah, let's look back into the questions. I see there's a lot of things coming in the chat. So
Would love to see those pictures by July 1st. Please, 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 please. That's going to help us put together a really good organization of those photos. So if you could get those to us by July 1st. Looking ahead, if you have not, you should have received an email. You should have returned documentation for the train the trainer, the program manager, the advanced program manager. And so if you have not heard anything, you should have just received the email that says stand by for that message from the lead instructor. But we have to have all of the documentation in place before we start shipping emails out in order for you to register at NDMU for that. So stand by. I promise we'll get something to you shortly.
Oh, and Laura, in regards to the tours on Saturday, you will only be able to attend one out of the however many we end up with tours. There are limited spots, so not all, we're hoping for over 600 people to be at this conference. Will get a chance to do this. So it is going to be a lottery system that we're working on finalizing so that we can get that information to everybody so you can plan accordingly. Let's see what other questions we got. Sorry, I'm not sure I understood the pictures request. Do you want pictures of the CERT group that we belong to, group photos, or certain action photos? All of the above is my assumption. Yep, Brenda's saying all of the above. Is there still room for exhibitors? Yes, absolutely. We're still always welcoming, people who want to exhibit and sponsor the conference. The more sponsors we're able to bring in, the better we can make the conference. What will we find in the exhibitor area, and will there be items to purchase? Most of the stuff, you will not have items for the most part to purchase in the exhibitor area. However, you will have different vendors that you can receive information. Some of them may have specialty pricing for National CERT conference attendees. But yeah, you wouldn't necessarily have to purchase and ship home. So thank you for that question. We have, if we are not able to attend the pre-conference classes, is there a way to get a handout for them? And Brenda says no, handouts available for pre-conference. So Laura, on your EOC tours, you expressed interest in EOC tours, but you were not actually guaranteed a spot. Everybody, that was just to gain interest of whether or not that was actually going to be something people would be interested in doing. Now that we know that people are interested in doing those things, we will be reaching out to everyone about getting people registered for the appropriate class. Just please bear with us. We've got a lot of moving parts, so we'll be tackling that as soon as possible. Is there any other? Okay, thank you. You're welcome.
Denise, I see someone from Benjamin. If one is already registered, can they change classes or activities? Ben, if you could reach back, or Benjamin, can you reach back out to us through the CERT conference and let us know what you'd like to change? And we'll see what we can do if there's an opening for that. I don't know if that was completely answered or not. But please, please, please check in with us. Send us an email.
Yeah, and for the most part, you don't really need to change much, or you shouldn't need to change much on your registration. But if there are changes, please let us know as soon as possible. Mostly, meals are important because we are going to be ordering your set meals. And if for some reason you originally registered for a main conference and you're like, oh, I really want to get into pre-conference, please reach out to the CERT at National CERT conference at nationalcert.org email address so that they can let you know whether there's availability in those pre-conference sessions. And then we also need to get your meal selections so that we feed you. The Phillies game, I should say, we are trying to work on getting 100 tickets or so. And that would be open to if you have family members or other people that you want to attend with you. We have the one section. Again, we're looking to get that information out shortly, and you'll be able to purchase it through the National CERT Association website on that. And so in terms of the flights, or I mean, you're scheduling your flights, Jane, and looking at whether or not getting into the Phillies game. I imagine that you have a pretty good chance for attending the Phillies game. I will say I can tell you said Phillies game and not Angels game. We won't take it personally. I'm a Dodgers fan, so we'll go with that. Okay. Oh, you're from Philly, Jane. Okay, we'll excuse that for now. Just kidding. It'll be good to see them in another stadium. Right. If there are any individual questions, feel free to send them to the CERT conference at nationalcert.org. With anything, Brenda and Christine monitor that pretty regularly and can answer questions. But if there are things, individual questions, feel free to reach out to us. I'm going to stop the recording here, and then if there's anything else people need, we can stick around for a few minutes. Stop recording.
Oh,